Hello everybody, it's Breyerfest here. I have decided today that I want to do a Breyerfest survival guide video. For all of you who have never been to Breyerfest, I've only been there once, but it doesn't take long to kind of figure out what you need and what you don't. So I have made this wonderful list here, you can see it, of everything that you will need. Okay, so first on my list is water. You definitely want water. Like, you're going to want it all day long because you're going to be so thirsty just walking around and being in the sun and shopping. I would take a water bottle because it has a screw top, and Breyerfest sells water, but it's in a cup like you get at a fast food place. So you can't screw a lid on it or put it somewhere like in a bag or something. And it's also a lot cheaper than to buy it at like Walmart or something than to go and buy it at Breyerfest. Next is sunscreen. Okay, so it's going to be warm and sunny. It's always hot. Definitely need sunscreen. Now, I have extremely high UVA, UVB protection because I just burn very easily. And I'm very pale, so it definitely helps to have sunscreen. You want to just keep reapplying it and just go throughout your day because you're going to be outside walking around just looking at the Kentucky Horse Park or the horses or something, and the sun will definitely come back and bite you if you don't have sunscreen on. Next is money. Now that's like a big controversial issue because I think that you should pay for your hotel ahead of time, and you should definitely make sure to plan on like gas money or something because you want to have strictly money just for buying Breyers. And I would say that you would probably want like $400, but $600 seems to be around the area that everybody keeps saying, because that gets you a lot of Breyers. Most of the Breyers at Breyerfest are like $30, so that's what, 3 Breyers for every $100, and so that adds up to quite a bit after a while. It also depends on what you're getting anyways. Like the special runs range from 40 to 55, something like that Breyer sells specifically. So $600 is a good amount to have just for your Breyers. Make sure to include extra, buy your tickets ahead of time and stuff. I don't think you can buy them at the door. I'm not quite sure on that. Next, wear comfy shoes. Okay, this is a really bad example. This is what I wore one day. And I don't care how comfy you think your flip-flops are, this little thing right here that goes in between your toes, that hurts after a while, because it'll start rubbing. And unless you have like a Band-Aid on or something, which would probably be annoying anyways, there's really not much you can do about that. And also when you're wearing flip-flops and you're outside, you tend to get dirt underneath, or like in between your foot and the flip-flop, so that'll irritate you. So I would definitely recommend like tennis shoes or maybe Crocs if you like them, or something along that line. I definitely want you to bring a camera because I want to hear all of your stories and like see all the Breyers you bought, like Gypsy King here. I don't know, I love Breyerfest and I love hearing you guys talk about your Breyers and how much you love them and what you got, and just, you know, record your fun and tell me how it went for you. Next, I don't have an icon for it, but sunglasses, you definitely need those. You're just going to be walking around outside and stuff, and I guess you don't need them, but it just seems like something you would want to have. You also want to bring a list of the Breyers that you want ahead of time. Here's mine. I'm not finished yet, but it's an idea so that way when you get there, you're going to see boxes and boxes of Breyers, and they're going to be all stacked up, and you're going to look at them and go, I want them all. And then it'll be really hard to decide which ones you want more, and then if you spend too much time trying to decide, then somebody might take the last one, and that's happened to me before. So definitely make sure that you have a list of like the Breyers that you want the most, and then if you have money left over, then you can just go splurge on whatever. Make time for signatures. I don't have him here. Alberozo, which is up there, has a signature on his belly, and you have to make time for it because Breyer never puts it into their schedule. Like, I think I have it printed out here. like on the schedule that they have online, they never ever have like times that they have you come get your horses signed. I think I got him signed on Saturday, so I think it's mostly Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday that you'll get them signed. So make sure you get in line ahead of time, be there early. There's a lot of people that want their Breyer signed, and they only give out a certain amount of signatures per day. So definitely make sure you get that if you want it. And of course, not everybody wants their Breyer signed, but you know. Make sure that you have gas in your car, because if you're driving to Breyerfest and you don't live like in the Kentucky area, it's a long drive. And we were driving there in 2008, and my mom didn't fill up in Kentucky, so we were almost to Breyerfest, and we were like pretty much on empty out in the middle of the highway. There was like nothing around. There was no exits, and then we found like in the middle of the blue there was just a little gas station that was off the side of the road. So we got really lucky, or else we would have had to like get a tow truck or push the car or something. So make sure you plan money for that and you have gas in your car before you get into Kentucky. Get there early, like to Breyerfest. I would say wake up 2 hours early, and if you can get ready in half an hour, because you get there in half an hour, sorry. Because the first day, everybody's going to be in a line, and I don't know how early people get there, because we got there kind of late last year, so everybody was already inside for like an hour and a half. But I'm going to be there at least an hour and a half early, and if there's nobody there, then I get to be first in line. So either way, it works out. So make sure to get there early and be ready to shop and wear comfy shoes and just have fun. Make sure you don't bring something heavy like a purse or something, because after you buy like 2 or 3 Breyers, your hands are going to be pretty much full, so you want to make sure that you have some room and that your arms don't get tired. And the last thing on my list that I want to talk about is get your model on the second day. And what I mean by this is that with every ticket that you purchase for Breyerfest, you get a free model. And when we were there on the second day, there was no line. So all we had to do was walk up, get our Breyer, and go. So it was like we didn't have to waste any time waiting in line the first day. And just getting, we just went around and shopped and looked and watched the horses do their thing. So I thought it was much better to get it on the second day. And of course, if you're showing, you'll probably want to get it on Friday if you're in the youth show. But I think there's going to be a lot of people with that model for the show because he's very new, and everybody thinks that they're going to have the edge, I think. So that's my thoughts on that. And then the last thing that I want to talk about, it's not on my list, but I'm including it now, is I have a list, and I can take a picture of it and send it to anybody who wants it, but it's a list of everything that's going on which day, and so I have it all listed out in order from like the time that it ends and starts. I think everything starts at like 9:30 or something. And then I have on the side certain things that are only going on. Like on Friday, there's just a open model horse show that's for the adults and a swap meet. Saturday is like the Saturday raffle, Breyer benefit auction, and youth and children's show. And then Sunday is the Sunday raffle, and then the end of the silent auction. And the silent auction goes on all day, or not all day, but it starts Friday and it ends on Sunday. And it's just a piece of paper, and you just write down how much you want to pay for that certain horse, and you don't even have to enter if you don't want to. Also, I just want to talk about one last thing: raffles. Definitely enter. I entered with $15 and I ended up getting 0. So when they say $1 may actually win you something, they're not kidding. And I don't know, it all goes to a good cause. It's to Old Friends, which is a thoroughbred rescue thing, I think. It's for older thoroughbreds or horses, I don't remember which, and it's in Kentucky. And it's just a good organization, and Breyerfest holds this auction every year. So it's definitely going to a good cause. And also, I just wanted to tell you that sometimes the Breyers that are there are cheaper than you think, like Gypsy King, for example. Now, Gypsy King is not in perfect condition whatsoever, but when I got him, he was in the box, and you know, he was brand new and beautiful, and he still is beautiful. I love this boy. But I saw him, I had really wanted him for a long time, and he was marked at 24 bucks. And then I was ready to buy him, and the guy marked him down to 21 for me. And I was expecting to have to buy him for like 40 bucks at least. So, I was really happy about that. Karma Gypsy. I just want to talk about this mold for a second. If you go there, Karma Gypsy is an absolutely beautiful color, and her head is gorgeous for an Arabian. But if you plan on showing her, like if you just want her as a model or to complete your collection or whatever, then that's great. And I think she's definitely beautiful. But there's a difference between being beautiful and conformationally correct. And for this horse, she would not do well in a show at all. And not just because mine has like a million nicks and stuff on her, because I played with it pretty hard when I was younger, but because her conformation is pretty poor. Like her front leg turns out, and her back legs, they turn in a little bit, like from her butt down to her hoof, it goes in. I won't get into conformation like terms and stuff, but basically her conformation in her legs is very poor. Her, for me, her shoulder is just a little bit too, I don't know. I just don't like her shoulder. I think it's too straight, and her chest is just a little small. But, beautiful horse. Don't get it for a show. But other than that, I just wanted to make sure that I included that, my opinion on her. Breyer is pretty good about, or actually Breyer is very good at conformationally correct horses, so I don't think you'll have to really worry about that if you're planning on showing when you go to Breyerfest. So that's the end of my video, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.